Welcome back to the Anachroschism. When we left off last time, the party found itself in the face of what appears to be a full-fledged dragon, having made their way through the Shrine of Zenithra, successfully navigating the puzzles, mostly successfully navigating. They have now made it to what appears to be the end of the chamber, and found what appears to be Aurelia, and then she turned into a dragon.
This is the worst day of Isaac's life. And he was shot in the face recently.
That's true. That's true. A separate day, though. That was just yesterday.
Yes. It's been a bad string.
Yeah, then today he has to worry about the whole water hallway thing that he hated. So, not a good string. You're right. We had everybody roll initiative in the meantime, and we'll go through that order as we go. It starts, actually, with Thea, who rolled a natural 20 on her initiative.
Atta girl.
That's my fiance, everyone. I'm the luckiest man alive to roll that 20 on initiative.
So, I have to figure out what she's going to do real quick.
Just so you all know, Isaac critical failed initiative.
It's true.
And I don't blame him. You know, like I said, it's been a trying few hours. A trying 48 hours.
Well, that's a good question, Chris. I'm not sure what she would do. I mean...
Yeah, as I say, she's probably actually going to hold her turn.
That's probably safe.
And pop out an initiative once she sees what you guys do, because she is not entirely sure what's happening here, and she also has her own issues with the scene that's before her. So she is standing ready to fight. She doesn't look like she's scared off by this, but she's definitely kind of looking around and waiting to see what you guys do, and if you attack, if you hold back, whatever your approach is going to be. So she will pop out relatively early here, but she is going to hold her action. Which now means that with their 22, Aurelia is next. So, let's switch over here real quick.
I was about to ask Lena what she wants to do, but I think Aurelia might.
Whoa.
Yeah, might give us that answer
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh,
Whoa,
man,
So-
where's the
that's cool.
boss music?
Yeah, I wish we could do it over Skype. No, it's not going to be the Final Fantasy X battle
Look.
theme. Get out of here.
That's all I know off the top of my head.
Now I'm picturing Titus, and it's ruining the scene. Look at this cool scene we have, and instead I'm picturing, ha, ha, ha!
And then, like, Riku's, like, bouncing back and forth. She's, like, ready to, like, go steal some stuff or throw a potion.
Oh, look, our silhouettes are there.
Yeah, you didn't...
Yeah, but this is like a perspective of Earthbound.
Oh, yeah, there's
So-
a dragon in there, too. I don't...
Yeah. Yeah, you basically
Oh
get
my
the Earthbound Dragon Quest kind of over-the-shoulder look for this type of setup. I didn't have a silhouette for Thea. Sorry, everybody. Sorry about your immersion.
Oh, immersion
Yikes.
I know.
She's the one taking the picture.
I like
So you watched moments ago as Aurelia sort of, her form shifted, and it already seemed sort of spectral in nature, had a bluish tint to it, but also sort of like silver sparkles to it, and then she turned into essentially a full-fledged silver dragon, wings unfurled as she transformed, and then sort of curled around herself as you see here as she surveyed the group. And she basically looks you over, having already essentially challenged you at the end of the last episode, and says, "Very well, let's see what you're made of." She's going to fly up to you, and she is flying, by the way, unsurprisingly, about 10 feet off the ground. Reachable for people that are on the ground with weapons, but you know, she doesn't appear to be trying to be up in the chamber, so she's within reach, but she's still a little bit off the ground.
Lena, is this a test or should we fight?
Well, I'm gonna say this is part of the final challenge. We have to prove our worth and fight.
Okay.
And as you say that, she flies over to you, Lena.
Okay.
She's going to start by using her frightful presence. I need everyone in the room to make a wisdom saving throw, including Thea.
Isaac still thinks it might be a
Good.
test. I mean, it's clearly a test, but you know what I'm saying. 17.
6. Oh, so did Karash. 6
16.
for the pair of us.
I got a 6, too.
Okay. Everyone fails.
With a 17?
That's correct.
God, we're fucking boned then.
Thea had a 12. So everyone is frightened.
Yep.
Which makes sense given frightful presence.
I'm not frightened. I mean, I'll take the effects, but I'm not scared.
I refuse to be frightened. Frightened essentially means that you cannot move closer. And let me pull up the rest of it so I can read you the exact thing.
Perfect.
I believe we also have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah. And ability checks while the source of your fear is in line of sight and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of said fear.
There you go.
So,
Oh.
but at the end of each of your turns, you get to make the saving throw again.
Cover your eyes, everyone.
So that's that. And then there's a multi-attack coming Lena's way.
Maybe
So,
it's just a test.
Bite first
It's an illusion.
is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll
Wait, do you have like mage armor or like anything?
No, I'm just in my base form right now. I don't have anything special.
I thought Tessian helped you out at one point.
I think I cast it on myself.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
mean,
Okay.
Well, I always say that because none of my sorcery points are lower than what they should be. So if I twinned it on myself, that would be the case. But I don't think I did. I think I just cast it on me,
Okay.
not on her.
Okay. You take 9 points of piercing damage as this dragon moves forward with surprising speed and tries to clamp down. You sort of dodge out of the way, but it still grazes across your shoulder, hurts quite a bit. And then 2 claw attacks are coming. That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
And
This is fun.
a 18 to hit, which hits.
Uh-huh.
And the total of those two combined is 13 points of slashing damage.
Good.
And that's her turn.
What kind of illusion test is this?
And there is, by the way, as Lena can now attest, there is a tangible feel to this. Even though she appears to be ghastly or spectral in nature, these attacks are hitting and hurting. This is not like it passes through you or something. There's a solid form here.
I'm like, it's a test, and blood hits me in the face.
Just bites her head off. Test not going well.
Huh.
Speaking of test, Tessian.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Testian. Hold on, I have the things for this.
I have mage armor. That's good. That's a good first step. Seeing that we're already in some serious trouble, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. Tessian just sort of like kind of takes a step like in a direction, kind of moves his hands, takes a step, says some kind of like words of power. It's got a verbal component. And then as he like steps, there's like multiple Tessians that all step away from the same point.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
3 duplicates. So they're now 4 Tessians roughly in the same spot. And they don't all move identically per se, but they're all basically doing the same thing. So yeah, now there are 4 Tessians.
Tessian no jutsu.
Yes.
Flash after image.
Sexy jutsu.
I can't do the hand thing with the... But you know the one. I got Sean just goes back to the same 2.
That's my action. What's our like rough positioning? Like, are we all easily about to get like swiped? Like, if this dragon was a barbarian in Diablo and had cleave, are we all dead? Or
She bid Lena come forward when you guys entered the chamber, so Lena's up separate from the rest of you. You're all probably another 30 to 40 feet back.
30 to 40 feet, huh?
Yeah.
Well, then I will move up. No, I can't. I will not move up.
Unfortunately.
I will stay exactly where I am. That's basically it. So Tessian's looking a little nervous. There's some sweat coming a little bit. He's not a fan of this. It's making him a little iffy. But yeah, defensive action. That's it. Turns over.
What if we trip forward and roll down the hill?
Yes.
Is that
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, Tessian.
All right.
better fucking crit that shit?
That's probably not going to happen.
It doesn't need to be a crit. It does need to be high.
Nope. 4.
Oh, man.
So, still frightened.
Close.
Yeah, just missed it. Just missed it a smidge. Grail.
Oh, fun. Because, I'm just a rogue who... never mind. Though, guess what? I have a short bow. Oh my god, can I speak today?
No.
I have a short bow somewhere in the recesses of whatever is in my packs. So I'm going to get that out because I can't move forward at all. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at this thing.
Okay, with disadvantage.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
I still give you a weird. I mean, with everything happening, I know I still give you a weird look because I've never seen you shoot a bow.
Yeah, me
I'm
either.
like, what the hell?
No. She has. I mean, she worked on a ranch. Like she knows how to use bows and all kinds of stuff like that. But we'll see how good she is at it.
She shot sheep
18?
all the time.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, 7 piercing.
Okay.
You guys, don't worry. If it comes down to it, luck gives me super advantage. It's a trick that I've been waiting
Okay.
for.
No, that's not. No.
This is a bigger number here, so I wanted to make notes, but of all things to freeze, WordPad is freezing right now. I just have an hourglass.
Cool. Yeah, that seems normal.
You know, high-intensity program WordPad. Let's just close it real quick.
The pinnacle of performance.
This is
I
not
remember
what I expected to be the thing that broke this encounter. It won't open
back
now.
in the day, people were like, "Hey man, can your computer run Far Cry?" And they were like, "Yeah, but can it run WordPad?"
It's okay, I have Notepad. I'm going even more old school. There we go. All right. Okay. You can also make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, Grail, if that's it.
Yeah, that is it. I do nothing else.
You guys were shaking your head. It really is a thing. I'll show you.
Well, I got a 10 wisdom save, so no.
Okay.
Damn.
Lena.
I kind of want to heal myself. Obviously, I need to back the heck up first, though, because she's right next to me. So
Now, is that how does this work? Is that it's an action to disengage, right? And Jason's making a throw slashing motion too. So
It's an action to disengage for everybody but a rogue.
oh,
plus, I mean, you don't want to be right next to it. I get that, but also none of us can move closer. So yeah.
so how do my animal forms work? Do I get does it stack my health based on like the full number or what I'm at plus
It
the?
It doesn't stack per se, but when you turn into an animal shape, you'll have that shape's full HP. Now, if you
Yeah.
get put back into your human form, you're going to be where you are now, but it will give you essentially a nice new bank of HP.
Yeah.
Also,
It's like an Animorphs. You're morphing into an animal's like base DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of times their bear would like lose a limb, but next time they transformed into a bear, it was that base DNA again. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
that's what actually Chris based the whole campaign off of. Is animals.
yeah.
Animal.
Big fan.
Yep. Animorphs and Goosebumps. That's this campaign.
All I remember is that there were alien slugs in that, and that's all I remember.
Also true.
Can I heal myself and then transform? Or is
You can
that-
transform as a bonus action, right? So I think that's
so.
fine.
Yeah. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself because I really don't want to be in a bad position later.
At what level?
I'm just going to do level 1. I want to try and conserve my spells a little bit. So it's 10
All right. 10
HP.
healing. It's pretty good.
Let me make a note. So I'm at 25 health and not 15, excuse me.
Yikes.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. And then I think... Hold on, let me check my animal forms real quick and see which one has a lot of HP, if I can see that.
It's going to be bear or dire wolf. I don't remember which is higher, but I think bear.
I think bear is higher, but your AC is lower. This thing seems to be hitting our AC anyway, so.
It looks like wolf. Okay, I'm going in wolf.
Okay.
It's
Wolf.
better health and better armor class. So
Never mind.
There you go.
that is
How's a
my
wolf
answer.
better than a bear? That's
It's a dire. It's a
It
dire.
is a dire
It is a
wolf,
big wolf.
So
There you go. It's a
they're
bear
very
wolf.
big.
Yeah.
is-
If it was a regular
Bear
wolf,
wolf.
it would not compare.
Yeah.
Bear wolf. Bear
So
glove.
I'm
I've
gonna-
seen dire wolves.
And then I don't think I can attack because I healed, right?
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll just.
Cure Wounds is your action. Transform is your bonus action. You can
Yep.
move if you want. I don't know if you can move around the dragon as long as you don't leave that area next to it.
Yeah.
So if you want to like
that's
sidle
cool,
alongside it or
kinda
something.
Flank it.
I do. I kind of want to get it looking at me and not at you guys. So I want to turn in such a way to where it kind of like turns with me
Look at you
away
being a
from
leader.
What are you thinking? Like 90 degrees, 3 o'clock, or like behind it?
Yeah, behind it would be ideal, I think. But even just anything in that middle range, I think is good.
I think you're only going to be able to get to most of the way like aside it because it is a huge creature.
that's
Bite it in
fine.
the ass.
Yes. Next turn you can do that. All right. So you move alongside of it, essentially clearing the path in front. If anybody can shake off frightful presence,
This
you
is
can.
a good example of tanking, by the way. If any of you are going to play some, World of Warcraft or whatever, you want your tank to position the boss mob so that all their AoE attacks don't hit the party.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yay! I'm tanking.
And you can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah. Let me try to do the thing.
Come on.
Come on, kill me.
Come on. If you roll an 18, that's a chance. We know 17 is not. Unless it might lower after the initial one, though.
16. Crap.
Unfortunately, not quite enough.
So close.
It might have not lowered then.
All right. Karash.
I had this in my brain. I'm gonna cat. Oh, that's right, because you did. Damn it, Lenny, you messed with my turn. All right. I'll cast Blessed on Lena, Tessie, and then Isaac. You guys get a 1d4 whenever you do a saving throw or a attack roll
Nice.
for the next
Or an
minute.
for how long?
1 minute.
Oh, wow. That's
10 rounds.
a bunch.
Yep.
Yep.
Holy
That's really
And then
It's not used up. Like it's just the whole minute we have it all.
just 1 minute, no concentration. It's just
Awesome.
1 minute.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
It's only a
Bless
D4,
that shit.
but a D4 can be quite handy.
Yeah.
Yes, it can, especially when
Hashtag
we already
bless.
have wisdom saving throws that are going to suck for forever. All right,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make my wisdom saving throw and cry like a little, oh, 19!
Hey,
That did it.
Hey.
you steel yourself, and even though this is something unlike anything you've really seen to this point, you feel ready for the challenge. And after having your kind of core shaken for a moment, you're like, no, I can do this. And you shrug off the effect. You're also immune to the effect now for the duration of this encounter.
All right, I'm gonna thank my god Cord.
You would be the first one to shake it, though. That's good.
It's too stupid to know he's gonna die.
Actually, you're immune for the next 24 hours. Let's hope this fight doesn't last that long.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But just so nobody's like, it's actually the whole day. I know. I'm just saying. All right. Vigilante, who rolled a 1. That's why he's last.
We thought the dragon fight was the end of Act 1. It turns out it's the entirety of Act 2.
It's Act 2, 3, and 4.5.
So, I'm going to clear this. I cleared it once with Chris, but I want to reiterate. The way that, rules is written, if I use luck and it takes the highest roll out of all of my rolls, then something that was skipped over in disadvantage can now be used as advantage. Hence, super advantage.
Correct. That is how
Yeah.
luck works normally.
So
Yes.
mostly I'm looking at Mike when he was shaking his head at my notion of super advantage.
That's the phrase super advantage did give me pause. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's dumb.
Yeah, mega
It's
advantage.
a dumb thing.
Roll 4, take the highest.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to not move. I'm not going to... what's the range? 30 to 60 I'm fine in, right?
I think your gun is like 120, but...
Okay, that's even better. I'm
yeah.
going to move max distance away because... Why not? But it's going to look cool. And,
Backing down like a man.
yeah.
This is not... You're not Snack Boy.
Just running away.
So then I'm rolling with... So I'm not going to do... God, I forgot. Okay, let me look here. I should have been preparing this as I went. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to attack, and then I'll do this for the next round. So I'm going to shoot him with my gun.
Okay. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. God damn it. It does this thing where,
Now, I will also remind you,
Uh-huh.
especially because combat's relatively new to this campaign, that you do have grit points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing.
And spending
was-
1 for advantage would basically give you a normal attack roll.
Yeah, but I want super advantage, so I'll use luck if I have to. But I was thinking about I have dazing shot. I just don't know where it is anymore. Yeah, I'll do dazing shot actually, and if I hit, we'll figure out what it does then. So my first gun. Why is it doing this? Oh, that's my bad. I was clicking on it in the item area. Okay. Oh, I didn't roll. So I'll roll one more time.
Whoop. I heard it.
And that is actually the lowest is 17.
17. Hold on. Where's my sheet?
You still got a 1d4 as well, Isaac.
Oh, 21.
Ah, well, that definitely hits.
Yay.
I don't even need to find the sheet for that.
And then that one was 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I will tell you what dazing shot does in it.
Dazing shot. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 grit point to attempt to dizzy your opponent, which you declared before you attacked, so it's fine. On a hit, creature suffers normal damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Take that, you bitch-ass dragon.
That's pretty low.
It's probably got a huge bonus, so don't get too excited.
Yeah, it's even with rolling a 5, that's a 17 on the saving throw. What's your DC?
Oh,
Not
God.
not above 17.
It won't be. Okay, then.
Yeah, it's going to be proficiency plus dex plus 8, so I don't think that's going to be 17 or more.
Proficiency plus my dex is 18 though.
Well, not
Which
your
is a
modifier,
plus
not-
4 with proficiency of 2 is plus 6, so plus 8 is
Yeah,
not.
it's 14 or 15, even if the proficiency is 3 now, but it's not 17, so
Okay.
it does save.
Okay, and then my other gun. Let's actually roll correctly this time. And this one is 25 technically to hit.
That hits.
12
Wait,
piercing damage.
are you actually rolling a d4 or adding 4?
Oh, I'm adding 4 to the attack.
It's a D4.
Um,
Now the good news is, even on a minimum,
say, you
the
don't
first
need me
attack
to-
would have hit, and this one would still hit because it's
Yeah.
already at 21.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a D4 you get to add to it, so you have to /R D4 next time. But
Okay.
21 hits on its own without even needing the plus D4, so you're good.
so that one's 12 piercing.
So 12 piercing damage.
And then a wisdom saving throw. Hopefully this will also just be high, and I won't have
Plus
to.
1d4.
Plus 1d4.
Yeah.
No.
So, and honestly, even with the d4, my lowest will not hit there. So there's, again, no reason.
Yeah.
So I'm still screwed.
That's the nice thing about it. At least you can kind of pick your spots and be like, is this worth it? Do I luck it? Well, this was
Yeah.
a bad roll, so...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use it for this.
Okay.
I don't especially want to get closer, so that's fine.
Yeah. Don't blame you. Thea's next. She's going to pop out here, seeing how you guys have responded so far. We'll just bring that one back, even though she's not in this one. You get the idea. The thing she'd really like to do is hampered right now.
Wait a minute, and you're still trying to figure out Thea, right?
I'm about to go, but what's up?
Because I have an extra attack. I have an extra attack every time now, don't I?
At level 5, yeah.
So I should just shoot my main gun again
Yeah.
Yes,
with no repercussion at all.
Yeah.
correct.
Holy shit. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. So go ahead and do that before we finish the
God,
turn.
fucking, I did it again. So that's a 13. And that's a 13, and then I'm probably. How do you do D4?
So /R space D4 should do it. Or I can do it, hell.
/R space D4. Enter.
There you go. It's a quick way to do it.
1.
Just the one. So a 14 is not hit.
That's okay. I won't use it this time.
Okay.
I mean, if I were her, I would just throw like a firebolt. That'd be me.
I have other plans for her, but it's not a bad idea. I thought about it. She's going to cast invisibility. Just go.
Hell yeah. So she can study it.
And she vanishes from sight. She does move somewhere, but neither you nor the dragon necessarily knows. But she's effectively, so that if you guys are on the same team, she's effectively trying to just break up how close together everybody is. So she's sidling around the other side here, not moving closer because she's still subject to frighten, which she'll try to save out of at the end of her turn. What's her plus? It's over here. There it
think it's just
is.
Plus
Just
1.
1. So unfortunately, it's a 15. That's not enough. And that is her turn. Dragon, Aurelia, looks down at you, Lena, in your direwolf form.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, and this is weird. She had a very gentle and refined voice when she first addressed you in the room. That voice has changed in this form. It's booming. It kind of echoes in this tightly, well, not that tight, but it's a cave where sound just kind of echoes in on itself. And she says, "Ah, the animal forms. That brings me back. Let's see how sturdy it is."
I growl slightly in response.
So, she's going to multi-attack again.
No.
That's pretty bad. That is a 13 to hit.
No, it misses.
So the bite, she tries to come at you with the teeth, but with all 4 legs on the ground, you're ready, and you kind of jump out of the way at the last second.
Heck yes.
How's that for sturdy?
2 claw attacks. Wow. This is actually working out well for you. So 1's a 25. That hits.
Yeah.
But 1's a natural 1.
Ha!
Excellent. I'll take it.
So you do take 9 points of slashing damage from the claw that does hit.
Okay. How do I... Hold on. How do I get that to change on my wolf form? Should I just take it off my... I'll just make a note. It's fine.
I don't remember if it lets you subtract off your little like mini
Wolf-
NPC sheets
yeah,
for
I
animals.
don't- it won't let me. So wolf form, so 9 HP.
Yeah, 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, perfect. Cool.
Yeah. So not too bad, all things considered. 2
Yeah.
misses, which is hard to do with this plus.
Sorry. If you click your Wolfie, you see the token? I'm moving it. Sorry, I'm moving the token. You see the giant token?
Wait, you're actually moving? I don't. Hold on.
on
My
the far-
screen is blocked by all the other stuff I have.
It's on the far right. I put it underneath you now. Your max is 37, which I think the token is set to have on it. Let's see. So it's 100%. Yeah. So how much did you take?
9.
So -9. There you go. So if you click the token, it'll come up with 3 little bubbles in the top. The red one is your health, so you can always just adjust it if you want to keep track.
There you go.
Cool. That sounds good. I
Or I
don't
can
know where
do it.
my token is. So
Or I can
oh,
do
there
it.
it is.
It's
It's
in
way over there.
space.
I see. Okay, yeah, I found it. Thank you.
All right, Tessian, what you got?
Well, I got a whole lot of nothing because it's more than 30 feet away. So it's like 40. And I can't move towards it. So, assuming that also means can't teleport towards it. So it looks like Tessian like pulls out his crossbow and he's kind of fumbling to like load it real quick, and then he tries to aim it and fire it. That's all he's got.
I see you fumbling around with it, and I'm like, can't you enchant my gun or something? Do something actually useful.
A 14 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, goes wide.
Yeah, crossbow bolt just sails over.
You're right, that was better.
He's not even listening to whatever the f you're talking about.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw for you. Braille, you're up.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's not great. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot another arrow at this thing, or at least attempt. I still have disadvantage, eh?
Yes.
20,
Hey.
not natural.
20 does hit.
10 piercing.
Very nice. So for the
Nice.
second time, despite a little bit of fear on your part too, you're still a little bit shaky on this and kind of freaking out because you've heard of dragons, you've never really seen one, and this is a biggin. But despite that, you kind of you just exhale for a moment right before you fire, and crossbow bolt does find purchase in its neck, and she kind of recoils a little bit from it, but doesn't seem too put out.
I guess
Sneak attack or no?
Well, does it work with ranged people? There's an ally in melee range, but
don't. I
Remind
was
me
actually
on
gonna look
sneak
that
attack.
up, but I did not check.
I thought it was. No, I don't know.
Just 1 second.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
I think it is.
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
There is an ally
Wait.
next to it, so you do get a sneak attack out of it. So roll your sneak attack damage.
Dang, that's so cool. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you, Lana.
Yeah.
And you can roll it for last attack too.
Oh. Okay, so for this one it was 6.
Okay.
And for the last one, oh, okay, 14.
As I say, you have like 3d6 now, I think. So
Yeah, it was 2 6s and a 2. The last one was 2 2 2.
you. Okay.
Yeah, gross.
So basically, a total of, well, it doesn't really count for this one attack. It'd be 30, but one of those sneak attacks was the last one. You know what? You get the point, though. 10 and 6
Yeah.
and 14 damage. It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Make the wisdom saving throw, Lena.
Okay. I'm going to try and bite at the dragon.
Bite the Dagron.
Bite it. 13.
Yeah, 13 does not hit.
Darn it.
That 24 woulda.
That is sure would have.
15 damage is pretty good too, but
I know.
unfortunately,
I'm really sad now.
you do get to make the wisdom saving throw though,
I will try to do the thing.
as does Grail when she gets a chance. Or did you in there? Oh, I see.
Oh,
It was
no,
before
I
the
got
sneak
a 10.
attack. I see.
I got a 10.
I see
It
it.
was bad.
I see it.
Oh, critical fail the wisdom save.
Natural
Yikes.
1. Now you're more afraid-ier.
Yay, that's
no.
what I need.
Now she's afraid of the pressure as well.
Yeah.
know
Rail
that
is
you
pleased
got
that she
up.
brought her brown pants.
All right, Crash.
How close is the dragon?
Probably about 35 feet from you, but you are no longer frightened.
Too close is the answer.
Go
I
jump
can't-
on it.
I can't get to her though in one turn. I'd have to. I have this. Aha! I'm going to. I'm gonna just kind of whisper a word in Draconic and Misty step to my new friend
Ooh, cool.
up in front of us, and then I'm gonna smash the crap out of her.
Okay.
No, I said attack.
Watching
I think
Crash.
Misty Step is only 30 feet, but with your movement, you can make it.
Yeah.
Teleport.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but it was more cool when I said I was just gonna appear next to her. So thanks.
I
Yeah,
agree.
thanks,
No, it's
Tessian.
fine. I just spoil it for him. That's
Thanks, Tessian.
Yeah. All right.
Wah.
Smash. 14 and 22.
Well, I see. 2 attacks. So the 14 misses, the 22 hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna do Divine Smite because awesome.
So 11 plus.
Crash of the Thunder is typing.
He's
dot,
typing.
dot, dot.
Crash, you're computer literate?
Oh no, he's not. Apparently.
No, /R.
Yeah.
Not r/. This is not
I don't have
Reddit.
my glasses
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Leave me
This is not the 3D8 subreddit.
alone. 6 more. 6 down. Oh my god.
Yeah.
A 1, a
Yikes.
3, and a 2.
Yikes.
Not great.
I'm going to teleport up to her and lightly knock her.
About 17
total-
damage total.
Yeah.
And you don't have to make the wisdom saving throw. You've already saved, so you're good there. Anything else?
I'm gonna feel better about myself for doing it.
I mean, it was still effective. Vigilante.
Okay, I'm faster, so I'm going to move away again, and then I'm going to fire again.
20 hits.
It's a 29 piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm going to do my second gun. Again at disadvantage. I'm going to fire 21 to hit, 11 piercing
Dang.
damage.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm going to fire my main one again. This one is going to be Dizzying Shot. Turns out I had a different one, but because I used Dazing already, or Dizzying, or whatever it is, I'm just going to do roll with that.
Okay.
And boom. And I'm going to use super luck on this one. So now I just roll again at disadvantage, and then I take the highest of 4, which is I'm definitely going to hit it because I can see what one of them is already. So 25.
I like how the one time you roll like a regular person, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So then
No.
9. Oh, you know what? I wasn't doing the D4. It should technically be on all those. So let me dash.
Well, you don't need to, though, because they'll hit.
Oh, it's not on damage. It's just on attacks.
Yeah.
Right. So that one's 8 piercing, and it's going to be that Constitution saving throw. It is 15 for the. I looked at it. I'm more prepared this turn.
A natural 1.
Yes. She's dizzy.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
it's going to use one of its legendary resistances to succeed on the saving throw instead.
Damn.
So what does that mean? Or do I not need to know what it means?
It means essentially what it sounds like, but essentially major solo and enemies and some other types, but mostly them have different things they can do outside of their turn, and this is one of them.
But is it like should I not bother with it again, or is it like they used it once, so
it only
can't-
has so many of them.
Okay,
Yes.
so I can try
Yeah.
it again.
Expended,
later,
it is
but-
still useful in the long haul,
Yep.
but it does mean that it is able to shrug that off with no effect.
So I spent one of my 3 lucks, one of my 3 grits.
2 of your 3 grits.
Oh yeah, even though I missed one, but it still
Yeah.
expended it.
All right. Well, I think Thea is going to have to now start going on the offensive. So, firebolt it is. So, this is unfortunately with disadvantage, but no, that's not her die. The same number twice. That's how you know it's a good one. And then her plus is that. So,
Firebolt's what, 2d10 at this level, I think?
I believe so. Yeah, I have it up here. Yeah, because it's 5th level. Yep.
Yeah.
It is an 18 to hit, and it does hit.
Yes.
So 2d10 fire damage, which I'll roll for over here. Ah, hell did I had roll 20 open for once.
Turns out fire heals it.
R2d10.
It
Well,
does
that-
reveal her, unfortunately.
It
but
does,
Yeah.
but she pops up basically on the opposite side, on the left-hand side, so 9 o'clock as opposed to 3 o'clock, and 16 damage on 2d10 is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. The wisdom
real
saving
que-
throw is a failure, though, at 12.
The real question is, does it look like the fire does full damage?
It does.
See, that's important to know.
It does seem to do full damage.
We've done like 63 damage over the last few turns, guys. We're getting there.
Okay, so that's Thea's turn. We go back to the top. Aurelia, by the way, doesn't look... I mean, she's showing the effects of this. It's not like it's doing nothing, but she also still appears to be pretty hearthy. She's made of hearths.
Yeah, maybe Tessia not shooting blindfolded fucking crossbow bolts will help.
Look,
Spray and pray.
I will point out that this isn't a defensive Tessian, but it's also possible this is just one of her like forms, and she's a druid, so we could blow through all this dragon's HP and it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
She could
Oh.
just turn into it again.
Completely.
Just so you all know.
You have done over 100 damage so far, by the way.
Pretty good.
So, she kind of takes stock of what's happening. She, as the firebolt hits her in the back, she reels and looks back behind her at Thea, and there's this dire wolf snapping at her heels from the underside, and she seems a little put off by the whole thing. She says, "Very well, you may be worthy indeed, but I have more tricks up my sleeve as well."
Great.
And she does.
I said, and
She's not wearing a
and she dies.
jacket.
I
at
thought
all.
She has no sleeves. She has like a Fonzie leather jacket on.
Hey.
Hey. She is going to... Is she going to provoke this opportunity? I think she is.
All right, Kayla, this is up to you. I
Nah,
mean,
that's
Lena.
fine. She's
Yeah,
going to stay
what?
put. This
never
is going to
mind.
spare some people, but she's going to lean back, rear back with her neck, and then exhale what just looks like a torrent of ice
Ooh.
in a cone in front of her that basically targets Karash and Grail, because Isaac's too far back,
Sorry,
and
guys.
Tessian, sorry. Do 3, because Isaac's too far back, and Thea and Len are on her sides outside of the cone. So you 3 all need to make Constitution saving throws.
I'm like watching
Is it-
from
Is
afar.
it lightning
like,
ice?
oh shit, that looks bad.
Yes!
20, not nat.
Lightning ice.
20. Okay, good. good.
18.
18.
You take the damage. Okay. Constitution.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, I've been derelict in my duties.
12.
12 and 18 are failures. 20 is a success on the dot.
Jesus.
So Tessian and Karash, you both take 28 points of cold damage.
Yikes.
So, Tessian reaches. He's got that little thing he keeps putting light on, the little pendant that's kind of shaped like a little golden flower. He reaches up and touches it, and casts absorb elements.
Ooh, cool.
Because F that noise. Should be noted, Thea has the same thing.
Yes.
She has the same little pendant on her. So yeah, I only take half that because F that noise.
So 14, which is
Jesus.
also what Grail takes. Since you succeeded, you only take half, so 14 damage to Grail. And because of absorb elements, 14 damage to Tessian, 28 to Karash.
Oof.
Yes,
Can't
Mike.
Gale use her reaction to take less damage too? Or is that melee attacks only?
I have to check. I
There's
don't
two
know
different
the
ones for
enough level.
rogues. There's evasion and there's
Don't remember.
one of them's
spitballing.
like, God, I don't know. only Grail can know the answer to that.
Wait, what?
Evidently, she does not.
This
I
is
wasn't
this
paying
is an area of
attention.
effect ability. I don't think it's only spells. I think it'll still work.
Uncanny dodge, starting 5th level, and an attacker that you see hits you with an attack. You can use your reaction to have that attack's damage against you.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
she
don't
can
have a
theoretically have it further. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's evasion at 7th level.
evasion
You can
7th
nimbly-
level. But
Yeah, nimbly
this-
dodge area effects.
Oh, yep. That
Yeah.
you're
So,
right.
but
That
if
would be an
you get
alien,
any of
sorry.
these melee attacks, Michelle, you can use your reaction to take half damage once per turn.
So
But this is
Does-
not
does-
an attack. This is a
breath weapon.
yeah. So it doesn't apply here, but it's good for you to know going forward.
oh, okay.
So that is her turn. You do see, like, after having exhaled this all, she does seem to have a different air about her, and I don't just mean because the air is chilly. I mean, like, she is now looking down upon the group in a way that where she was only focused on Letta before. She now seems to be surveying everybody around her.
Yeah, because we're fucking badasses. Why?
So, back to the top of everybody else that's not her, Tessian.
I'm just trying to see here. It's only melee attacks in the next turn. Okay, I was going to say, technically the cold energy, like, he can use it as in a melee attack, but I can't get into melee, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Tessian sort of is just like, oh shit, like, I mean, like, he made, like, you know, there was a lot of fucking damage, and so he's just going to sort of feebly shoot his crossbow again. So it's about all he's got here.
I believe in you.
Can you imbue the crossbow with energy?
No, I was checking. It's only melee attacks. A 14 to hit.
Does
No,
not hit.
you get a D4.
Oh, you're right.
That could be enough.
It could.
Uh-oh.
16 to hit.
Nope.
It's not.
Close.
Man, I think you just missed it.
Wisdom saving throw
Yep.
plus a D4.
No,
It won't
don't-
matter.
Don't bother.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's 14.
Oh, 14. All right.
14.
Hey, what, mate?
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, right, crikey.
Oh, right.
Core blimey. Grail.
Oh, bugger.
I'm gonna take a little bit of some steps back, like 10 feet or so, because yikes. So I'm kind of gonna be near where Isaac is, I think. And I'm gonna shoot my short bow again.
I'm 90 feet back now. I don't know if...
Doesn't it?
Because I spent 2...
You're 90? Okay.
Because I was 30, and then I went 30 and 30, because I moved
Okay.
30, I think.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
I didn't go far that back. I'm gonna go back to about, if I can, 60 feet back.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's my short bow range is still within range, right?
Yes, I believe so. I think 60 is like the max.
Yeah. Okay. Here I go. I'm gonna try.
Uh-oh.
No.
I see a 2.
Yeah, that was bad. So yeah, 9.
9 does not hit. Your bolt, just like Tessian's, sails over this giant dragon's shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. That sucks. I was doing well, and then I got hit by that.
Yeah, you're
Wrath.
still, even though you were able to kind of reduce some of the damage from it, you were kind of spry and got out of the way of some of the wrath, you're still like, oh
Yeah.
boy.
But I do have a 20 wisdom save.
That is enough to get out of frightened.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay. Lena.
Okay, question. If I drop out of my animal form, is that a bonus action? Or is that, like, what is that? Is that an action?
I
Bonus?
I think that's still a bonus action.
No.
I have a handbook here.
Why do
For
you, what's your
members, I think
plan?
it is, isn't it?
I was thinking I'd drop out of animal form, heal, and because I have healing word, which is a bonus, and then I was thinking I'd use entangle, but I don't know if that might be too many things in a
It
turn.
seems like you're right next to the dragon, and dropping out of your animal form would be...
That's my concern.
scary.
Bonus action, yes.
Well, and also you can only cast one spell that isn't a cantrip a turn, so you can't do a healing.
Oh, I can't do healing word and entangle. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'll just stick to animal form,
Okay.
because that's... I want to be healing people, though. That's my only concern. I guess I'll stick with it for now. I'll try to bite at her again.
Okay.
I try to get her attention back to me if possible. Probably won't work, but I can dream. 15.
Yeah.
15 does not hit. Close.
Ugh, can I not be afraid anymore?
You can try.
God.
You have good
It's up
wisdom.
to you.
You should be the best at getting out of this.
Yeah, I should, and yet it's failed every single time. Hold on, let me get back to my...
Oh, this is not Tessian. What am I doing? Once again, I even missed Grail. Look, there, that's the one.
19! Is that enough?
19 is enough.
Ah! Thank God. Okay.
Okay. Crash.
Ooh, that's right. I just got hit in the face for all the damage. I'm gonna touch myself, for 25. Just a little glowy, a little oh goodness, oh me.
Oh, the power of Ford compels you.
And then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on my newest, biggest, scaly friend.
Okay.
So for the next hour, I can do 1d6 extra damage to him if I can ever hit her again.
Sure.
Nope.
Already free or frightened? Is that your turn?
I'm gonna make some snide remarks in Draconic at her.
Damn.
Anything in particular?
I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna mumble that she's a scaleless worm.
Nice.
Fighting words.
In Draconic, so only you and one other person hear what is basically the equivalent of a chuckle. She seems amused by it. Not off-put, also not threatened, because she knows that's not true. But she's like, she seems surprised at the very least to hear a language, something spoken in the older tongue. That's it.
Yeah.
Vigilante.
Hey, so I'm gonna use my last grit point to try to hit this stupid thing. And I'm gonna use my last luck point also to try to hit this thing. Wait, no, that's not right. This is my second time using a luck. I think that's right. Yeah.
I don't remember if you used any on the
Nope.
way in or not.
No. So 26 for 8 piercing damage.
Okay. That's a 22 on the saving throw.
God damn it.
But 8 piercing damage. Other attacks?
Yeah. Here we go. And my last luck point, here it is. Stupid dragon. I'm so pissed off. 17 to hit. Wait, no. That's not how
It
that
would be
works.
a
It would be
24.
for 14
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I will do my final extra attack. And then after this, everyone will have to reload. So cover me. I kiss my gun and I fire. And a 15. So I'm going to do
Add
that.
add the D4.
No. Dash R.
Slash R space D4.
D4.
R2 D2.
1d4?
R plus D4.
Is it?
Fuck. 16.
Nope.
And now my con.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. That's what I meant.
Wisdom saving
is-
throw.
Possible to set up buttons along the bottom as well, everyone, just so you know. Like dice rolls.
Oh, is it? It's still. This is disadvantage too, right?
No.
No, it's a regular one, but either
Oh.
way it's the same, so.
I've been using disadvantage. Oh, nope. I have a chance.
Yep.
If I do good.
Go, go, go!
16
Got
and
this.
4
Hey,
is enough.
I did it!
20 is enough.
My lottery
Yay.
ticket.
Who is still subject to frightened? Just Grail and
No, I'm not.
Tessian is, that's the one, and Thea.
And Thea.
Who is going? She will try to fire a bolt again. And rolled a 3.
Well,
I have bad news. But it's only +1, right? But I think that's still enough. Double check it's only +1.
It is 1+1.
That is 18 on the wisdom saving throw. She is also free from frightened,
yay!
Good for Thea.
which is nice.
Mhm.
We head back to the top, and there's a dragon. There it is again. Just to remind you, still a dragon.
Looks pretty cool when it's not killing us.
Let's see if it gets back its breath weapon.
No.
It does
Please
not.
Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God, yeah.
It does not. It is going to multi-attack the wolf. As it looks
Okay.
back over at Lena, it says,
Good. Good.
I hope you're prepared, little one. That
I growl
is
slightly again.
a 15 to hit.
I think that is gonna hit just barely though.
You're a very growly girl.
I'm a very growly girl, indeed. Yeah, that first one did.
A 28 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
and a 14 to hit.
Oh, dang it. Yes.
Even in Direwolf, 14 hits?
Yeah, because that is my armor class.
Doesn't have
It's
like
right
huge
there.
AC. It's pretty good, but not huge.
Yeah.
So you take 10 points of piercing damage, and a total of 17 points of slashing damage.
That might take me out of my... No. I think I'm barely... Wait. Hold on.
10, 17.
Yeah, 27
puts-
total.
10 puts you at 18, minus 17 puts you at 1.
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay.
1 health in your direwolf form, which is looking ragged, but you're still in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll freaking take it.
And then she is going to move. So any of the 3 of Karash and Lena and Thea can take opportunity attacks
Yes, I will do it.
as she flies out of your reach.
Oh yeah.
How does that work again?
just
Well,
attack.
it's going to be probably not great for you, but it's going to be your quarterstaff, I'm assuming. Well, no, you have your inner wolf form. What am I saying? So I guess you get to do whatever the attack
Bite?
is for that.
Yeah, I guess so. I can try to bite at her as she's flying away.
Well,
Seems
Crash,
good.
Thea has a dagger, which she does actually hit with 21.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Yes, 15 damage for me.
I
And they-
critically embarrassed myself.
Oh no.
How much damage? Sorry. 16.
15 for
15.
me.
And Thea,
So
what?
I think it's impossible, but in theory, it also needs to make a strength saving throw from Lena's bite attack.
Ah,
To beat a DC 13, it might
That-
need to roll a natural 1.
that would
But
be hilarious.
It would be, because then Lena would bite it and then drag it to the ground.
yeah.
That'd be, That'd be great.
It actually doesn't have a huge boost to its own strength saving throws, but it still has a 16, so it's
It's fine.
it's enough. Okay. So, anyways, Thea did a whopping 4 damage with hers. It's just a dagger, so you know what are you gonna do? But 4 free damage, why not? Seems great. And the dragon essentially goes and plops itself down right next to Grail.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's fun.
And that's that. So, next up is Le Tession.
So where is it in relation to me? Now,
It's also, I mean, you guys are pretty close together. She moved back a bit though, so it's probably in between the two of you, really.
I guess the question is it like within melee range?
Yes.
Okay.
It's plopping down in between the two of you, and as big as it is, we're gonna say, yep, it's right within reach.
Then Tessian just sort of drops the crossbow at the ground, just almost tosses it. And he kind of starts mumbling a spell, and he summons that lightning blade that he'd summoned during, I think, just the Succubus fight. I'll cast it at level 3. I believe that's a bonus action. Bonus action to do that. And then as a regular action, because I can do 2 spells, assuming the other one's a cantrip, I'll cast I have this Black Bolt Blade. So what is that? That's used to make a regular melee attack. Yada yada yada. This is probably not going to hit. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Let's see. It wants to do that part. But I see what I did. Hold on. I need to make this disadvantage. No. 14 plus 4.
18.
So 18 to hit.
That does hit.
It itself, the blade does 15 lightning damage, plus an additional, I rolled really high, plus an additional 8 damage from the cantrip itself.
So 23.
So 23 damage as Tessian basically uses a cantrip to force tons of lightning power through this blade that is already made of lightning. It's just cascading energy all over the place. It's a lot of lightning. And if there was another creature somewhere nearby, it would also take 11 lightning damage, but there isn't. So
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's like dripping with energy.
yeesh. 13.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d4, please.
4. Oh, I rolled high, guys.
So the backlash from the out-of-control nature of this attack does 4 lightning damage to yourself.
Well, that was not the one you
Awesome.
wanted to roll high on,
And
but
you also notice that as this is happening, Thea, who's positioned now on the same side as you of the dragon, looks over and she says, "What are you doing?"
And Tessian's just like, not now.
And that's the only conversation we have time for in combat, so
I like it, Tessian. Welcome to the fight.
you can still make the wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Oh, yes, I can.
And Grail, you're up.
okay.